Bodark Creek Lake flyover, Honey Grove Creek. We're already in the air, and we're just going into Honey Grove Creek, so let's go check it out. This is the new Bodark Creek Lake. It's May 3rd. Lake opened in April 15th. So they've been building this lake and planning it for a long time, of course, but started stocking in 2019. There's a big shallow flat here, and we're going into Honey Grove Creek. Big shallow flat. Now they cut all this, and you can see I'm assuming they're putting a golf course and a housing development there. A very master planned area. There's a boat back fishing some shallow cover. We'll give him a wide berth. And they cut this lake like a clear line around it, especially down here. But it's kind of shallow down this way. Big shallow flats. So we're going into the first pocket. It would be on the eastern side of Honey Grove Creek. Big laydown log there. I'm a bass guide by trade, and we got done fishing today, and the weather's good for flying. I said, man, I've been doing these flyovers on quite a few lakes. I said, this afternoon would be a great time to get a couple of flyovers done. So here we are on the new Bodark Creek Lake, and we're going over Honey Grove Creek. So here's a little pocket off of there. Guy back there fishing. A lot of standing timber. All the dead trees are trees that were already flooded, and the green trees are trees that are freshly flooded. It came up about, I'm going to say 4 foot, and that allowed the lake to be open to the public. This would be a good spawning pocket, be out of a heavy south wind when it comes time. Now we're looking back, and we're going back into Honey Grove Creek. There's another boat. Lots of folks out, man. It's a Saturday. I don't normally fish on Saturdays, but it's a special time. Opening a new lake. There hasn't been a new lake open in Texas in 30 years. So I'm knocking the new off of it with all my good clients and new clients alike. We've been having some very successful fishing trips. Now we're going back into a creek in Honey Grove. I'm just going to side swipe around these boats so we don't disturb their Saturday afternoon. Shallow flat. And this is cut, so there's just brush. Good shallow brush. That's kind of everything when you're fishing a new lake. Flooded shallow grass or flooded brush is a good deal. We've been catching them on swim baits and weightless worms. Here's looking back into there. Weightless worms and Texas rig, flipping Texas rigs. Now this creek, this is a big flat with a big stand of timber, and it goes back in. There's an old fence line there. I'm hoping I can get all this Honey Grove. We might go long on this video. We're 4 minutes into flying Honey Grove Creek on the new Bodark Creek Lake. So we're going to I have 45 ticks left on my DJI Air 3, and we're going to see if we can't get the rest of this flown over. I'm going to turn to normal mode. Now this is, all those dead trees right there have water under it. So all those will be stumps, and fish will be protected for a long time. Now we're looking back up into the back of Honey Grove Creek, and it's really pretty back there. I went fishing back up there a while, well, one of the second or third or fourth day, went exploring and fishing. There's a lot of good little spots to fish up here. And the creek goes here and goes back into those woods there. The creek's on the left side. There's a big shallow flat on the back side. And here's an island. That's going to be pretty cool. It's got some willow trees around it. Now this bank right here that we're looking at now is really shallow. And then it comes out and has a couple of tree lines. So those will all be good cover for bass for a long time. It goes all the way out. And then here, and we're flying back towards the main lake on the kind of the eastern bank. There's an old tree line made a corner on that field. We're 14,000 foot away from the boat, and I'm over at the end. So this creek is basically 3 miles long. I have a 38% battery left, and again, this is a DJI Air 3. Very cool drone to fly. It's fun, it's very capable, and pretty useful for bass fishing. I can find beds, and I've been you can go and look at different water. See, there's some mud now. See, there's a ridge right there. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Like a shallow ridge. It's a roadbed. There's a boat. I'm gonna sideswipe him, and then let's look into that pocket there. And then we're gonna fly this old airplane in. Good little V pocket. Got plenty of ground you can get to. And there's some standing timber. And we'll look back out towards the main lake. There's a pond, so it's got a pond dam. Guy fishing back on the back of it. Might be a little different depth. There's a boat running in. Fly over him. And here's the main lake. Honey Grove Creek, Bois Creek Lake. All this is cut so you can, you know, if we had shallow grass and all these banks had grass on them, that'll really spread out the fish and make fishing really good. That yellow dot's my boat. So I'm gonna cut across this point. We're running on low battery. I hope we can make it back. There's a pond there, and that's not part of the lake, because I don't know if you can get in there. It might be. There's shallow creek. I'm gonna have to see if we get in that pond. That looks pretty good. And look back up this way. Got a shallow pocket. And that's it, man. We're gonna have to fly this sucker back. We are making a big old something there. It's gonna be a big old house or a resort. We're 8,600 foot away. We've got 29% battery, so we're gonna have to start making it back. This is looking back up towards Ward Creek. So that creek is really manicured. You could really get around in there. I don't know how many fish we'll be holding in that spot. But and we're looking back over here, and this is turning into another hope my drone makes it back video. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode. We've got 27, there it is, low battery. We're 6,000, we're a little over a mile away. We're coming in. Man, I hope you enjoy these flyover series. It's always exciting, kind of just check out stuff from the air, see what's going on. This time we saw the dam, we saw Honey Grove Creek, and if the drone makes it back in time, we'll get to do another one. Not today. It's getting, I think there's a little rain storm up north, or not north, west part of the lake. And we need to go up and do, I've done Ward Creek, Bullard Creek, now we've done Honey Grove Creek. We've done everything on the north bank from the bridge all the way to the dam. And I've got to do north, or past the bridge, past the 897 bridge. And then we'll have an entire series for the flyover on Bodark Creek Lake. Now, it might be cool if I live long enough to see the timber all go down, that we could do another flyover when all the timber's falling down and we can see how much more we can see of the lake. So here's the drone. Got 20 ticks left. Boom, there we go. Thanks for watching this flyover on Bodark Creek Lake. Until next time, big bass wishes.